Hey YouTube, welcome back. Today I have a very powerful video for you today. We are going to go over the only US30 strategy you will ever need to make as much money as you want consistently in the market. So we're gonna jump onto the charts. I'm gonna pull up US30. I'm gonna show you, I have the chart already up. I got the markups from the last several trades that I've executed, all the same pattern that I'm gonna be covering today. And we're gonna break it down to help you find consistency with trading US30. Let's go. All right, so here is my US30 chart. This is my actual markup from the last several trades that I've taken. I'm gonna break these down for you, and I'm gonna show you a very powerful pattern. This is the only strategy, the only pattern that you need to look for when you're trading US30, and this can set you free. This pattern can literally change your trading game completely. So really quickly, I'm gonna slide over here and I'm gonna show you exactly what we're gonna look for. So the first thing that you're gonna need to do is you're gonna need to put on one indicator. And this has nothing to do with price. This is going to show you different sessions. So you're gonna come up to indicators and you're gonna type in sessions, and you're going to click this top one here by Junior FX Added. And that's gonna show you something similar to what you're seeing here in the background with all of these different color columns. Now this is gonna break down the different times that we're looking for something to happen. So I'm gonna break that down and show you exactly what I mean. So this white background, this is Asian session. This is when the volume is very low in the market. The green, that's London, that's when things start picking up. When we get into this maroon, dark red background, that is when it's go time. This is New York, London overlap that starts at 8 a.m. Eastern, and more specifically, we're paying attention to 9:30 a.m. Eastern. That is when equity opens, and that is where we can see a big impact on indices like US30. And that's primarily the window where we're getting our entries for this strategy. So what we're looking for, I'm gonna draw it out. Now that you got your sessions on, and you can customize this is however you want it to look. If you want it to look exactly like mine, all you do is come up here and you click the settings button, and I just uncheck Asian session. So yours probably looks like that. I just uncheck it and make it look like this for the white instead of the blue. So we're gonna look for, during this Asian session, primarily price moving sideways. And this is important because this is when liquidity is building. This is when a lot of opinions, right? When you have that support, resistance, and just this different range combinations where some people will be looking for selling off resistance right up here. Some people will be looking for breakouts to the upside. Some people might be buying the support or looking for a breakout to the downside, right? So when we see it moving sideways, we don't want to do anything because that is the early stages of this setup for this strategy. And what we want to see is price break out to one side and then aggressively go in the other side. So it's gonna look like it's breaking out to the downside like this, and then we want it to aggressively go up like this. And a lot of the times we'll see that happen in London, but this pattern is very common, but I like to see this line up, especially for the equity open at 9:30 a.m. Eastern. That's when I'm looking for my entry. And then when we have this pattern here, this is where we really want to pay attention to down here. And that's where we find a candle, which I'm gonna break that all down for you. And we're gonna find that last down candle in this area before it completely reversed and shot up. So we want to see one side of the consolidation taken and then aggressively push to the other side like you're seeing here, and then that is where we get our entry, and then we come into the overlap. 9:30 a.m. hits, and that thing will just skyrocket and run to your targets. And this is where you're really going to find consistency. When you wait for certain things to happen, especially with a pair like US30, US100, S&P 500, when those really are impacted at 9:30 a.m. Eastern when that equity opens. So we're going to come up and I'm going to show you these last trades that were executed, and you're going to see they're exactly what I just broke down. So this one was last week, and let's break it down from here. So I'll even start it on a 15-minute just so you can see it's really, really clear to see, right? We're looking for price to move sideways, and we can really see that clearly here. And we want to box that in. So here is the high of Asian session right up here. Boom. And then we can see these lows here. Right, price moving sideways. And since we already can see price pushing up, we would really want to see price continue with that bullish price action. And then we're going to look for highs like this or other lows in the direction price is moving that we want to target. So this was the target here. I'm going to change that back. I mark it as an X once prices come there. That is our target there. And this strategy is really powerful because not only is it super predictable and accurate, but it produces insane risk to reward. So right now, when you see this, you can see it started in Asian session and came into London, just moving sideways. You can see the breakout happen like this in London and in New York, but that's the pattern we're looking for. So we want to see price break down and then shoot up, and then that will give us the pattern. So I'm going to show you what took place here. So we can see price pushing down. It looks like it's breaking down. That's going to invite people coming in for selling opportunities, right? But that's where we want to be patient. Sit on your hands, let the pattern form. It's going to come for both sides. When you see both sides taken in the direction price has been moving, that is when you execute. So I'm going to keep playing. That's kind of pulling the wool over traders' eyes, right? Faking them out one way just to go the opposite direction. So there you can see the pattern. Price pushing down and then aggressively coming up. That is exactly what I demonstrated down here when I drew that pattern somewhere, right? That's what you want to see, exactly that. Take a snapshot of this, print it out. This is what you want to study. Now you can see this is the candle that I marked up. That is the pattern that you want to find. So you want to find the last down candle, and then the next candle is an engulfing candle going in the direction that you want to be trading. When you can find that, that is where you want to look for entry. Now we can put on the kill zone and label other areas too, right? With our fibs, we really want to be looking at a candle between the 71 and the 886. So the 88.6% and the 71%. That is where you want to find this candle pattern. And you might have to shop around. So if I go to the 30-minute, you can see it's there, right? Down candle, and then you can see a engulfing candle. But the reason I didn't take that one is because it was outside of the 71 and 886. So you can see right there, it's above this 71, 886 level. So I'll even do this so we can mark that up. That is our kill zone. So we want to find the pattern inside that kill zone. So we don't want to take that one because that's going to be a really big stop loss, especially for US30. So let's eliminate that one. 1 hour, right? You can see the structure, but no candle pattern. 30-minute, right? That's the one we just went. 15, you can see it there slightly. That's just about the same entry, but we want to see a down candle and a nice engulfing candle. That's really the pattern that you want to see, those two candles. So let me draw it really quickly. 1 candle and 2 candles. And this second candle being a nice engulfing candle. So that's what we would want to see. Down candle, strong up candle, just like this, inside of the 71 and 886. So you can see here, that was that candle right there. So I'm going to go back up to this a little bit here. And I'm also gonna pay attention to, right? We wanna watch for price to come down into this, and you can do a couple of things. You can market execute this, or once you find this, you can just set a pending order. And then you want to be targeting fib extension levels, TP levels, but more importantly, we want to be targeting highs and lows. So this is the target here, this high in the direction of price creating this bullish structure. So let's back this up. I'm gonna press play on this setup, and you're gonna see how powerful and accurate this is. This setup here with this entry to the top, that is a 6.5. So risking 2%, you're looking at a 13% gain on one trade in one day. If you're risking 1%, that's a 6.5% gain. So let's press play here and let's see how this pattern performed. So we can see price pulled back right into our kill zone, right into our entry, solid reaction. Then off to the races, looking to target that high at the top there. And there it is, right at the top. Okay, boom. Really good risk to reward, really good accuracy, no question about where you're putting your stop loss, entry, and targets. And this is just a very powerful pattern. This will change the game for you with your trading and let you find consistency. I will definitely show you more examples of this in upcoming videos, but I hope you got value in this, and I can't wait to see you crush it in these markets using this strategy. Talk to you soon.